of all of the subjects between elder abuse, self-isolation, or ageism, what was the thing that stuck with you the most?
Listening to those stories that the seniors had brought up in those sessions and how they were struggling with it was really important to hear.
People can go through many types of bullying, from online bullying, cyberbullying, and there was some incidents, senior bullying.
They're just like the rest of us. They're just normal human beings.
In the group, I heard a bunch of stories about how they were in a retirement home or whatever, and they were financially abused. Like they weren't allowed the right to have their own money, and they were being financially taking their money away from them, not giving them less stuff in their day-to-day life. With the little money they already get from their social security, it's just not fair that they're being taken, and they're just too afraid to admit it, or they don't even know that they're being financially abused, and they just think it's normal.
How did I get started with the Intergenerational project? Well, I wrote a book on elder abuse. One old guy who I thought was pretty tough, and he got the book and he came in and he said, I was just on the tip of my seat. He said, I never realized it was that bad out there. And I said, it's bad and it's worse.
What I really took out of that experience was how self-isolation can also happen to the seniors as well. I didn't really know that. I thought it was just us that we would go through that, but it was something new that I learned.
I have participated in many ways, such as giving my opinions in different ways, and how bullying goes on in this generation, and how we could try to avoid it, and how it's important to share our knowledge with the seniors. Maybe it could help.
We have to give them more respect because they're older than us. Because respect your elders.
Bullying isn't something that should be normalized. It should be something that is fought against and stopped in society.
I have had lots of experience looking after older people and their problems. I said, I'm really looking for someone to tell me the story from the perspective of people coming to Canada, not the ones who are already here.
From what we're always being taught, at school, how to deal with our own bullying with other kids our age. So it was never really a topic about elder abuse and bullying being a really common topic brought up at school. So just being in those sessions, it really brought new insight for me, and I was introduced to this whole new side of bullying.
I know what they're feeling, I know what they're thinking a little bit more now. Because before I thought they were all strict, never wanting to talk to anyone and stuff like that, but they're just like I said, they're like the rest of us. They want someone to talk to. They want to be treated respectfully, just like the rest of us.
Well, when I did the Intergenerational Story Project, it kept reminding me that I have grandparents in Syria, and it reminded me to call them more often.
What you see here is a product of the mind of my partner, Sabby Duffy. All of these people exist. You see them on the paper here. They all exist. These are all real stories. I don't know an older person who doesn't welcome the company of somebody young who wants to learn about their life. And they're fascinated to tell stories, as you know.
The gap between us didn't really matter as long as we were able to share our ideas and perceptions and experiences, the stories that we had. Just by doing that, we were able to learn a lot about each other, even though we might have not come from the same background or traditions.